Ireland will soon pay arts and culture workers a basic income to help the sector bounce back from the pandemic.
Here's a summary of the article.
Ireland will soon pay arts and culture workers a basic income to help the sector bounce back from the pandemic. Details are still being hammered out ahead of a January 27 deadline. Artists and culture workers in Ireland will soon be eligible for some much-needed financial support as the government readies a new basic income program. The move aims to help the arts bounce back from unprecedented damage caused by the pandemic, according to Catherine Martin, the country's culture minister, who set up a task force that consulted on the program. The task force's top recommendation was to create a basic income plan for a 3-year period in the arts, culture, audiovisual and live performance, and events sectors. There have already been several initiatives in Northern Ireland aimed at supporting arts workers and venues impacted by pandemic limitations, as well as around the world. In late 2020, San Francisco announced its basic income pilot for artists, a plan under which a group of more than 100 local artists would be given a $1,000 monthly stipend, part of the city's Economic Recovery Task Force. We were thrilled by news that the Irish government will be piloting a guaranteed basic income pilot for artists for 3 years, said Deborah Cullinan, CEO of the Yerba Buena Center for the Arts in San Francisco.
This post received a score of 9,700, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Half of Donegal will be watching Bob Ross videos tonight.
Spate of new cave etchings sighted in Cavan.
It's been done before, like in the US under FDR. Done correctly, it can be an excellent opportunity to assist the arts and improve cultural and national identity.
Teddy Roosevelt used to put artists he liked on the Fed payroll by appointing them to made-up positions across the agencies with the firm understanding that they were to never actually come into the office.
Fascinating. Can you tell me more? Where can I learn more about this?
They mention it early on in This Rise of Theodore Roosevelt. Otherwise, I've seen it referenced around the internet in regards to Teddy and his values, initiatives.
Before all the property developers declare their work art.
Brings up an interesting thought experiment about what people will do once all the essential jobs are automated. Seems to me that people spending their time enriching each other's lives with art, music, culture, and entertainment is not a bad place to end up. And in fact, in cultures with some UBI like Norway, we see a lot more engagement with the arts as people can make a run at it without worrying they'll end up broke and homeless.
What's an arts and culture worker? Musician, songwriter, artist, poet, but enough about me. What was the question again?
The thing about a universal basic income is that it's supposed to be universal, and not just a lottery.
No one said this is universal. It is not universal. The headline makes it very clear that it is not universal. The motives behind implementing UBI and this proposal are completely different.
Ireland has a deep history of art and culture. I'm glad it's getting more support.
Ireland punches above its weight in arts and culture. We must welcome this support to the heartbeat of humanity.
Guess who just became a part-time work-from-home freelance artist? Free money, please.
Okay, let's see your portfolio.
It's rather abstract, but here you go.
Given they aren't someone else's work, these are pretty good. I'd certainly stick the one with the flames on my wall.
Yeah, that one for me too.
Isn't that what musicians' girlfriends do already?
Who determines what is considered art? At least in the US, we literally have an agency called the National Endowment for the Arts that funds artistic ventures. Just like how we have a National Science Foundation that also funds scientific ventures. Either agency you apply for funding and are approved by a panel. Governmental funding of art isn't new.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.